loss of 7. Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Davis now to return it. A good return there, 17 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. That's going to be caught. It's Palmer. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Josh Palmer, 48 yards. And the Chargers extend their lead yet again. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the rout is on here in this first half. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Now, after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Back to throw, Purdy. That's complete out left to Ayuk. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Here's Mitch Wishnowski now. Pulled in at the 24. Escapes the defender. A tremendous return there, 39 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. Throw left side is hauled in by Palmer. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 3rd and 5. Herbert now. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Will Dissly on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chargers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the rout is on here in this first half. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this first half. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. Throwing to start the drive. Purdy. That's going to be caught by Samuel. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble. Fortunately for him, that ball stayed close so that he could recover it on his own.
And you know the prayers that were going through his head as the ball escaped from him? How happy was he at the end of it when he found the football again, able to retain possession?
Well, no sooner did the teams get to the locker rooms, and they're running right back out. Halftime over, third quarter, ready to go. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And he returns this to the 22. The Niners offense and Brock Purdy getting ready for this next possession. And it's been a rough night at the office for him. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. To throw again on second down. Purdy. And he can't escape, and down he goes. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Back to throw. Purdy. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Juwan Jennings, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Juwan Jennings, 77 yards. And the 49ers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Moody good with the extra point. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call it down at the 44. The Chargers offense and Justin Herbert getting set. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you...
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his second touchdown of the night. And the Chargers have got it on cruise control. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Now the 49ers settling in for their next drive. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. They'll try and pick it up, and it's out. He put it on the carpet. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 15. A very good return that time. 18 yards. The Chargers offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. The Charger drive about to get going. It really doesn't get much easier than the last drive. One play, and they took it all the way to the house on the touchdown run.
And you know how many times we talked about that's exactly how they drew it up? Because essentially every play that's drawn up in an offensive playbook, if everyone does their job perfectly, should go for a touchdown, right? That's one that actually did. Give a little credit to those big fellows up front, too. They sprang their man for not only a big gain, but 6 points.
A big play there for L.A. 43 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Another run here with Dobbins. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Back to throw here, Herbert. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers just continue to roll. Dicker down to tack on the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. Purdy looking to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Racing to the end zone. It's such a costly interception, nearly a pick 6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive, because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of it.
And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Gus Edwards, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. San Francisco set to go on offense once more.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And the slot man goes in motion left. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Looking to throw again on second down. Purdy under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up fourth down. Here comes the 49ers punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Chargers getting set to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Now it's Herbert. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. That is caught. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. Now he's loose again. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Will Dissly, 79 yards. And the Chargers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And they'll begin by running the option. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood from the 24 now. Here's 2nd and 9. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. This one caught by Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Shotgun now with Purdy. And his throw is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Out of the gun, Purdy. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. The offense on third down, just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This will be 3rd and 19. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And he's going to go down again. They brought him in off the corner, and he gets in to drop him for a loss of 4. Here comes the 49ers punter now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pull it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Back-to-back plays of right yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence, because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Out of the gun, Herbert. Able to get away. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Throw left side complete. That's Mason. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Now Purdy. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Khalil Mack in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And it's fielded at the 34. And he works free. He's still barreling through. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. And some space here. Past the 20. 5. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds. Right down around the goal line. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though.
And he loses the football the second time. And picked up by the Chargers. Now he's free at the 35. He may go. And he takes it back to the house. It's a fumble recovery and a Charger touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. You talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
And able to get this out to the 25.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Play action. Now Purdy
Connects with Kittle underneath. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
The throwing here, Purdy.
Open man is Samuel, complete. So the completion good for just 3. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Purdy now to throw.
Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Returnable here for Davis. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And now off to the races down the right side. And they are going to finish this one off strong. It's a return touchdown to add on to their lead in the final stages.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. Now a hit and a loose football.
And it looks like the defense has got it.
And San Francisco gets set to go here.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. Purdy from the gun on 3rd down.
Dancing to his, and the pressure gets to him again. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to kick it away. That's pulled in at the 32. So possession goes over here on the punt. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Here's a give to Dobbins. And he edges forward but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by the defense in front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
And this one finds McConkey.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Now a handoff for Dobbins. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant